I think the future is looking actually bright. Um, Believe it or not, we're moving, uh, you know, slower, but nonetheless, we're moving nonetheless into perhaps a Type 1 civilization with the warp drive coming out that NASA's creating. Um, who would have thought there would be atheist rap talking about, science? Um, you know, and religion will be dying out. I'm pretty sure in a couple of years. I mean, this is what the future is made to be. No more dark age religions. I'm just focusing on the future with technology, the NASA warp drive, and explore the cosmos. It so you know the movies were always ahead, but we're moving closer, closer. I mean, it had to be. I mean, that that's the great thing about science. It pushes forward and forward, to the future. And I'm glad. I mean, I assumed at one point, we would somehow, be living on in space. I heard like probably like 10 years ago. I read like there's gonna be hotels in space and malls and houses. But then well, that was like 10 years ago, and then here 10 years, we don't have that, or 15 years. So I ignored that. But I assumed at one point, but I didn't expect so soon that well, if not sooner than later. I expected, I guess even I don't know 2025 or later, but apparently we're starting slowly to go to Type 1 civilization, and eventually Type 2. With the NASA warp drive, which is they already have a concept of a ship, and the ship would not will distort space and then time to move faster than light speed. Well, it's not gonna actually go faster than light, but it technically will because it'll it'll wrap and warp space. So this is amazing. 2014. um, so this is impressive. They were talking about the Mars One project. Take people live in Mars and space, and there's I actually found about nuclear bombs on moons that there was a top secret thing years ago, but I don't think it ever came into fruition. Um, you can Wikipedia this nuclear bombs on moons. Uh, but I think there was one nuclear bomb test on the moon, and of course, the explosion would be faint to the Earth because you know very far away from us. So this is impressive. I could see it, man. And usually, if I see it, it's gonna happen. I mean, religion's gonna be dying. No more dark ages. We're gonna be focusing on the future, and then go to space in a warp drive very soon. Um, this is very impressive. Perhaps even 5 years from now. I'm thinking probably 5 years from now. So we just got like the blueprints, the drawings of this, and the warp drive actually kind of looks like something from Star Trek. Believe it or not, that's actually how they got the the art description. The funny thing is, we're so behind science fiction movies and books. They've been thinking about this in the 80s. We're in 2014 and we're just coming to this. But then they go, those movies that came in the 80s, like Blade Runner, was 2025. So I guess in a sense, maybe we're not as behind as we thought. But I can see it, man. And the religion, the future's coming. Go to space, different planets, um, warp drive spaceships, and we can explore the cosmos and see new life and new species and aliens. And this is impressive. Surely the future. Here we come. Awesome.